Well, hello, I'm Dr. Julia Royston. I'm always super excited to bring you people, places, information, and resources and tools, and especially authors and their books to spotlight what they have, getting their message to the masses and turning their words into wealth. And I don't care who you are, I'm going to make sure that you're a book business boss. So I have the privilege of introducing you to some phenomenal authors today. Their books and where you can find them, not only on social media, but also where you can purchase their books as well. So if you hear something interesting, you do a search and you see something interesting, be sure and click that buy button and support these authors. I am always amazed at the authors that are out there putting in the work, putting the words down on paper or in their computer, the children's books, the fiction. We got something for everybody today. So be sure and get your pen and paper or get your phone out and open it up, go to your social media platforms, find them, follow them, like them, share them, all that good stuff. So that you can support the literary nation. That's what I'm all about. And as well as you can add to your own personal libraries, add to your school libraries, share for gifts, for graduations, for birthdays, for Christmas. It doesn't matter whatever season of the year, a book is always appropriate. So you can find all of my information, all of my online stores, all of my information at juliaakroyston.com. That's Julia, another A and K, ROYSTON.com. That's my BioLink site. And then I'm on all social media platforms. Pinterest and TikTok, I'm coming along, but I'm going to need some help with that. But otherwise, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, Julia A. Royston. And I look forward to your follows, your comments, and your support as well. I greatly appreciate it. So we're going to start off. Introduce yourself and go ahead.
Hello there. Thank you for having me, Dr. Royston. I am Vernette Nettles, and I am currently in Montgomery, Alabama. That is where I live now, but I am from Mobile. I can be reached. I can be reached at my email, which is Vernette C. Nettles, VERNET C. Nettles, NETTLES at gmail.com. My websites are VernetteCnettles.com, and my second website is www.vcndailypray.com. I am the author of 12 books. My books range from inspirational to poetry to children's books. I have 2 children's books. I am quite proud of my children's books because they honor my family. One of the children's books focuses on allowing little girls to understand that they are beautiful and unique no matter their skin color. And the other is about academic challenges, because very often in school we face academic challenges and we believe that we won't survive that. But it's so important to let our young people know that academic struggle is a moment in time. It does not define the success that you are destined to have. And my other books are journals and devotionals and books of prayer, because we are always in need of encouragement. So I hope that you will look at my website, join me in my newsletter, join me in my daily prayers at my prayer website, and find the encouragement that you need for one more day, one more moment in time. It's been a pleasure, Dr. Royston, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you. All righty. I think the Brinkleys are ready.
We are the Brinkleys, Dr. Alfred and Mrs. Jessie Brinkley, and we are from Athens, Alabama. And
we have written a total of 10 books, no, 11 now. Well, let's let you know where we can be found on social media. Jessie Brinkley on Facebook, Alfred Brinkley on Facebook, also Instagram, Alfred Brinkley. Can you all hear us? Oh, okay, great. Our website is courageousexpectationconsulting.com, where you can purchase our books. You can also connect with us through our email at alfredbrinkley2@yahoo.com.
And we are very excited about this opportunity and always glad to get the exposure. Thank you.
Books, about books, about books.
Oh, our books, we have, as my wife just said, we had written a total of 11 books, and all of our books are based on students from grades K through 12. And our mantra is to motivate, educate, and empower students for success, both in school and in life. And every book that we write is geared toward inspiring students to do something positive to help themselves. And that's where we stay. We stay in that lane everywhere we go, when we teach, when we speak, or anywhere we go.
Yes. And our book focus on getting along with others, motivating, being kind, just
Let's be smart.
Yeah, just being happy and kind and just motivating students.
It's all about life and kindness and enjoying the experience of school, as opposed to looking at it as something negative.
Yes, sir.
We need that more than anything else, I tell you, because the school experience is it's overwhelming at times. But if we can learn to be able to get along and do what we're supposed to, make friends, have fun, because I love school. I enjoyed it, and but probably better. I probably enjoyed it as a student more than I did as an educator.
Yeah.
But yeah, please sure and give me your website one more time.
CourageousExpectationsConsulting.com.
And they're ready to be your next keynote and guest speakers in your classrooms, as well as your professional development and your conferences. They're retired from teaching, but not really. They are ready to come in and help you to take your staff and students to the next level.
Yes.
Thank you so much to the Brinkleys.
Thank you.
And, be blessed and follow them and enjoy their books. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, coming up next is Miss Kathy Johnson.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Thank you again, Dr. Royston, for the invite. And thank you, Ms. Burnett Nettles, as well. I'm very excited to be here with you all today, and I'm equally excited about March the 9th. So again, I am Kathy R. Johnson, and I am from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. You can find me on my social media handles. I have 2 Facebook pages, one in my personal name, Kathy Johnson. The other is I am Kathy J. And then also on Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, as well as LinkedIn. My website, which is Kathy, KATHIE-Johnson.com, is actually really probably my hub. That's where you will find all of my books. You will find information about myself as well. My photo gallery is there. I write a biweekly blog that's posted to my website as well. And then where you can find my books are currently on Amazon.com. I do have one book, Forgive Me for My Sins, that is actually selling on Barnes and Nobles. But the other 3 books are on Amazon.com. And if you go to my website, you'll be able to click on the links there. That'll take you directly to the books. And again, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's a great honor. And hopefully you all will follow me, and hopefully you'll purchase some books from me. Thank you.
Yay! Yay! Thank you so much. Okay, so I've got to ask you one question. So what is the majority of the theme of the message that you really want to get from your books?
Inspiration. All of my books have I'll tell you, my works of fiction, to start with those, They are created works of fiction, their stories, and they're family-based stories. And not all of them are beautiful stories in the beginning, but of course there's a rainbow at the end, but it's inspiring, it's uplifting, and it gives people hope that your everyday struggles and things that you go through on a daily basis, things that you have going on in your family, it can be overcome. And there's ways to do that. And then my work of nonfiction, which is a personal story about myself, that one is very inspiring. That one is motivating. And for me, it's when I wrote this book, I wanted to give someone hope who was going through a medical crisis to say, you will get through this. Keep your faith and keep believing in yourself. Listen to your medical team, work with them, and you will be an overcomer as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Be sure and be on the lookout for Miss Kathy Johnson, and follow her on social media and visit her website to purchase her books. And thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I in night. Ooh, I in night. I love that. I love that. Hey, love, take it away.
Hello, my name is I.N. Knight, also known as Irma. I'm from Alabama, Central Alabama, the Deatsville area. My book that I currently have on Amazon is called Curiosity Killed the Elf. It's basically a silly little book about a young elf princess who loses a weapon of mass destruction in a bet and has to go on a quest to get it back before her parents find out and ground her for a millennia. So it's full of shenanigans, full of lots of fun characters to make you laugh, which is the main point of that book. And I have another book coming out later this year that I'm looking forward to getting out there called The Mark of Diney. That one is basically a bunch of differently abled teens find themselves in a world of magic, and they have to stop the veil from deteriorating before it collides with our world. So that's a lot of fun.
Wow.
And, my social media links can be found on Linktree at inks.books, and that's linktr.ee/inks.books. So I'm on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, a whole bunch of places, and you can even sign up for my newsletter through that. So check me out, and I look forward to seeing everyone.
Yes. Okay. Inks Night. Spell that.
INKS.books.
Okay. Because, yeah, Dr. Nettles and I know that we met a young man and we had some unique spellings of some things. So I wanted to make sure everybody knew exactly how that was spelled. Thank you, love. Okay. So I do have one quick question. Writing for young adults, and that fantasy fiction area is huge with young adults. So having more of that, because most people say, not all people, but a lot of people say that teenagers do not read. And I believe that is a myth. I know the large book fair companies do not really focus on middle and high school level, but I know that if you have a young adult ravenous reader, they do love fantasy fiction. So tell me really quickly, do you start with the character first? Do you start with the plot first? What do you do as far as specifically for a young adult, or is it just fantasy all the way around and takes it out to the outer rims of the world, sci-fi?
Basically, I start with a scene idea or a character introduction, and I build around that. And it basically forms a plot until there's so much in my head I have to write it down like an outline.
Right.
And then I basically look like a crazy person putting up like lines, connecting dots and plot lines.
So you do kind of the web The web extension thing. Okay. Yeah, I
Yes.
would get lost in that. And I'm not a graphic organizer person. I'm not good at that. That I'm pretty linear. I'm old. I'm 60. So I'm pretty linear. So
All
so
good.
I learned the old school way. The topic, Roman numeral one, and then the A. Yeah, I've learned the old way. But I do know that that is extremely helpful and people do it that way. So do you run ideas, bump ideas off on, do you have a young adult beta group, somebody that, you bounce ideas off of, or it's just all in that incredible head of yours?
Mostly it's in my head, actually. So I have uh, the Curiosity Killed the Elf one actually started out as a art trade between me and somebody online where
Okay.
they wanted a story to draw about and
Ah,
characters to draw about. So they drew the characters and I
you
did
had
the
the
story.
words. Oh yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is incredible. So young adult literature is definitely not dead. It's very much alive. I write it. IN Knight writes fantasy fiction. I haven't crossed over too far into that, but I'm still alive, so I still have the opportunity to do that. So if you're looking for fantasy fiction for your young adult to keep them reading, IN Knight, look her up, and thank you so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
All righty, Miss Buffy Alloway, coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I want to thank you for this opportunity. I'm very excited about the book fest and I have enjoyed it in years past. So I'm so grateful to be here with other authors and to hear all the great things that you all are doing. I am from the Troy, Alabama area. I grew up in Troy. We moved away and I moved back to Troy in 2010. And my books are all on Amazon. I have 10 books currently. I can be found on Facebook and LinkedIn at Buffy Alloway and on Instagram at Buffy, BuffieMarie underscore. That's Buffy Marie underscore on Instagram. The primary focus of most of my books is self-help in some way. Life Leaves a Mark is the one that I'm promoting behind me. It's a memoir and with fictional stories about growing up in the South and my pilgrimage to do the Ascend Camino Francis in Spain. And so that pilgrimage took me on kind of a spiritual journey. And so I wanted to be able to share that as inspiration to young people in the area I grew up in. I also have academic workbooks that I have piloted with low income first generation programs, and it's to augment educational enrichment in the areas of arts and career preparation and exploration, financial management, and also mentorship and service. And then I also have a baby book for grandparents, and that came about by me receiving my daughter receiving an extra baby book, and I was filling it out because she gave it to me, and I was like, wait, all of these are tailored towards the mom and dad, and so that inspired me to do one for grandparents and the grandparents experience. And I also have a book that is our family tree, so that families can journal their family history. And I have Wait Before We Get Married, one on marriage and things that we should think about before we actually enter into a marriage. And then I also have one on things every sister should know. And so there are a myriad of different books, fictional and nonfiction, but the main focus and theme throughout is self-help, inspiration, and finding guidance and inspiration in faith and in the faith community and how we can uplift each other. My website is bmcllc.org, and that's BM Consulting. So that's bmcllc.org. And I just want to thank you for the opportunity.
No problem. Thank you so much. Now, the marriage books, the relationships, the self-help, woo, given what's going on in social media right now and all of the stories that we are not going to talk about on this today, but I can tell you, most people prepare for the wedding much harder than they do for the actual
Right.
marriage itself. So, I know it's one day and it's just so wonderful and it's so great, and I've done that, and I'm happily married, but the marriage is what we need help with. So, if
Right.
you know somebody who's getting married, if you thought about getting married, if you're still single and you want to be married, you need a book on marriage to
Yes, for
really
sure.
see. The ladies in my church who say, "Child, do you know what's all in that cup? I know you want that white dress and all the flowers, but do you know what's in that cup?"
Oh,
So
yes, that's cute.
reach out, reach out, reach out. We need all the information, all the tools we can get, and so that we can live really happily ever after. It won't be without struggle. It won't be without
Right.
trial and error and submission and fight and prayer and tears and heartache and disappointment, and then get back up and realize, who did I marry? Oh, okay, yeah. Do I still love him? I might not like him today, but I love him.
Right.
And so that we can get the help that we need, that we can move forward. Thank you so much
You're
for being
welcome.
with us, and look up, get the help you need, child, so that you can make the right decisions, and
Right.
marry the right man the first time, and look at them red flags and say, I think that's a red flag. Miss Buffy told me that's a red flag. I need to run from him. I need to run from her.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alrighty. Coming up next, Mr. Tasha. No, 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 no. Hi. There she is. Take it away, love.
I'm okay. My name is Natasha Jean, and I am from Miami, Florida. But I live here now. So I am a first-time author, and I wrote a book called The Blind Eye, and you can find it on Amazon. And this book is about myself. It's about my family culture. My family is originally from Haiti. So it talks about before my time, and then it talks about the different eye diseases. Because I was born with a eye disease, but later on, as I got older, I got in a relationship, and I lost my vision due to domestic violence. So my book is to inspire women in distress. Also, my book also talks about the different red flags. So you won't get into so deep, because I was in my relationship for 2 decades, and I just want to inspire those who are going through something that it is a way out. I am a survivor, although I lost my vision. And also my book talks about me against illegal sentencing, because I advocate for the youth, juveniles, because sometimes they need family support or something that can help them with whatever they're battling from the streets. I also talk about, the incarcerated and different laws that comes out that can help an inmate have a second chance in coming home if they were sentenced illegal. So, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, The Blind Eye 2004. So that's The Blind Eye 2004 on Instagram and TikTok, and The Blind Eye 2004 at gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, you may have lost your physical sight, but you have great insight and advocacy for not only yourself and for others. And so we appreciate you being with us. You are a survivor, and you're not only a survivor, you're a thriver. And so we appreciate God for you and all He's carried you through. You are clearly an example of someone that survived and is thriving and is helping others. I know plenty of people who have been through not half of what you've probably been through, and they will not tell a soul. So I know the scripture tells us we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And so I know you are clearly an overcomer. You be blessed in all that you do and continue to do to help others, especially with red flags, blue flags, green flags, purple flags, whatever that flag is. And because I believe those stories, especially your personal stories, should not only help someone else who's in it, help someone else not to go through it, as well as healing and recovery for yourself, the survivor. So, love, our prayers are with you always, and we thank you for being here. If you can do it, all can do it. And we appreciate you being with us, spreading your voice and not letting anyone stop your voice, no matter what.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, love. No problem, love. We look forward to being in your presence very soon.
Thank you.
Coming up next, Ms. Keisha Ford. Take it away,
Yes,
love.
ma'am. So I am Kaisha Ford. I'm a native of Gulfport, Mississippi. I'm currently residing in Mobile, Alabama. I am an author of 4 published collections of poetry. My latest release is Speaking My Words with a Pen, Volume 2, The Final Narrative, where I take you through a journey starting with Black history and education to love and relationships and ending with finding your self-worth and self-confidence. So you can find my bio and books on my website at kaishadford.com. That's KAISHAD Ford.com. And you can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So thank you, and I look forward to connecting with each of you.
Thank you, love. Your collections, are they poetry of yours, or were you a collection with other authors?
No, they're all mine.
Okay, they're all yours. Do you have various themes, or it's multiple of themes in your collections?
So my latest release, because I do have multiple themes, my latest release is very near and dear to my heart because I grouped the stories into 4 different sections, starting with the Black history. Then I'm taking you through love, and then the self-assurance, self-confidence, wanting to connect with the readers for the different experiences and reflections to shed light not only on those painful moments, but then wanting to end it on the joyous moments that we may experience.
Right. And then hopefully that will be victorious. So that's
Absolutely.
wonderful. Give me your website one more time.
It's Kaisha D. Ford. That's KAIESHADFORD.com.
Wonderful. If you enjoy poetry, and I know several of us that do, be sure and reach out and make that connection. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you.
All right. Last but not least, Miss Pamela Alloway.
Hi, and thank you.
Hi.
My book is based on a person. My first book is called Gone, and it's based on a young lady that got almost sexually assaulted. So she has to rebuild her relationships with the men in her life. So most of my books deal with drama and suspense. And it's for people that is at least 18 plus. So it's for adult readers. I'm on Amazon, Goodread, and Google Play on the Android phone. And like I said, my book that I have out now is Gone. That's my first book. I have another book that'll be coming out in the next few months. And it's called All I Needed Was You.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so where are you on social media?
I'm on Facebook and I'm on TikTok. I'm at
Oh, okay.
320 at TikTok. And then, of course, on Facebook, if you put in Pamela Alloway, my picture will come up there also because I'm on Facebook.
Wow. And Alloway is Alloway. So find
That's
Miss
correct.
Pamela Alloway, and she's already told you these are adult books. So you need to be 18 and over to read it. But are you, when you're moving through this, is there, as they say, is there redemption or victory at the end, or are you leaving us a cliffhanger and we need the next book?
Well, the first book is a page turner, so you'll get a lot of different scenes with a lot of different suspense in it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My business is called Rap with Love with a Twist, which is WRAPPED. And so that means every time you pick up a book from me, it's going to be some drama, it's going to be some suspense, it'll be love, and it'll be a happy ending at the end.
Oh, okay. But we got to go over the river and through the woods. Like one of author conferences always, she said you go up and down and all around, and they have some few twists and turns and all that. And then when I turn the page, I'm going to be mad at you because it didn't turn out like I thought.
Well,
as they say, I got a whole book club for you. Hold on a minute. Because that's what they do. They get hollering and mad. Yo, believe you did, but you know you got them right where you want them, right? And they get that involved and all that emotional. Yeah. I love it. I love it. So how long you been writing?
I started writing back in the early to mid 2000.
2000, okay.
But it took me a while to get everything situated, and my cousin that you've already talked to, Miss Buffy Alloway, he helped me out because I've had the book written, but all the words went off the side of the page.
Gotcha.
So if it wouldn't have been for her, it would have took much longer to get gone on Amazon and everywhere else, because I can I'm not a professional type, I'm a professional picker. So it would have got there, but it would have took a lot longer because she's more familiar with how the book is supposed to be set up on Word, which I'm not that familiar with it. I can, like I said, I can pick everything out, but just setting up everything, that's kind of still difficult for me.
Yeah. Well, that's why we got friends. That's how we got cousins. That's how we got people who do that. And of course, you know, that's what I do as well. But as long as you have somebody, because you know, I've seen a few books that needed somebody to help them. But you know, but the story sounds exciting though. It sounds like, woo, I gotta read that. Over the river and through the woods and up and down and turn, twists and turns. If you like that, you need to find Miss Pamela Alloway, because we ain't worried about how she formatting because her cousin got that. But baby, if you want that story, come on through. I love it. I love it. Thank you all so much for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. So I'm Dr. Julia Royston. It's always a pleasure, and I hope that you enjoyed something that they said and intrigued you about their books, so that you follow them on social media and purchase their books. Now, just in case you said, oh my gosh, I forgot, don't you worry. Reach out to me and I'll be happy to point you in the direction. Dr. Nettles will tell you we're at conferences and we got a table of books on our own, and they come up and ask us for directions of other people who got books all around the room. So I'll be happy to reach out to me, roystonjulia@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to get you in contact with any of the authors that you forgot their names or you don't remember their names, or I'll get you in contact, because I want you to have the book that you want to keep you up late at night, get you up early in the morning to read and be empowered, to be inspired, to be motivated, to be scared, or to be to be happy. and whatever you need to keep moving you forward. Leaders are readers, and readers are leaders. And so I really offer my platform for everyone to be able to have an opportunity to find new authors. I have people all the time. Well, I don't know anything about. Well, I was trying to find. I couldn't find. Come to Julia Royce and I'll help you find what you're trying to find. Because I like to spotlight authors who are creating something new that maybe you haven't heard of, and it's a new book you need to find, and that author that you read all the time, they haven't put out anything yet, and they won't for 2 or 3 more years, because that's what the other publisher's timeline is, and you need something new, reach out to me. Let's make it happen. Now, coming up on March 9th, is something that I'm super excited about, the Montgomery Book Festival and Writing Expo, to be held in Montgomery, Alabama. Now, if you're in the Montgomery, Alabama area, you are going to see a billboard that's going to be incredible, out of sight. So don't get in a wreck, just slow down when you get there. If you see that big billboard that says Montgomery Book Festival, be sure and meet us at the Armory there in downtown Montgomery, Alabama, for the Montgomery Book Festival and Writing Expo. For more information, go to www.burnettcnettles.com, VERNETC Nettles.com, and BurnettCnettles.com for more information and to mark your calendars. Now, first thing, mark your calendar, March 9th, 2024, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You'll be able to meet these authors and more. So I look forward to seeing you in Montgomery, Alabama on March 9th, 2024, 10 a.m. at the Armory in Montgomery, Alabama. Let's go. You all be blessed. I'm Dr. Julia Royston, praying today, tomorrow, and always that you live your best life. Bye-bye.